Hi, boys and girls. Now let's spend some time on our word work. This week, we're going to be working on vowel digraphs. A digraph is when you have at least two letters that make one new sound. And our vowels, as you know, is A, E, I, O, U, and yes, sometimes Y. Today, we are going to be looking at the vowel digraph E, A. You might think that the saying, when two vowels do the walking, the first one does the talking, would mean that whenever you see EA, it would make the sound E. But that is not always right. In fact, there are three sounds that make the sound E. One is E, right? Another one is E, and the third sound that EA makes is A. So that's why we really have to pay attention and review some of these words so that you become familiar with that. There's a YouTube link right there that will take you to a cute song about talking about the three ways to make the sound EA. I'd like you to view that. Then we'll continue with this video, and I want you to get out a piece of paper, doesn't have to be fancy, and I want you to write some words down, kind of like a spelling test, but what it really is some practice at recognizing the different sounds that EA makes. Let's begin. Spell the word each. Each. I like each of my school teachers. Each. If you spelled E-A-C-H, you are correct. Spell the word beach. Beach. I want to go to the beach this summer. Beach. B-E-A-C-H. Notice in those two words, the E-A makes the sound E. Here's a different one now. Spell the word dread. Dread. Like when I was little, I would dread having to go to bed early, meaning I would not look forward to it. Notice there's not the E sound in it, but it still has an EA in it. So how might you spell the word dread? Dread. You spelled it D-R-E-A-D. You are correct. Good job. Now spell the word tea. I like to have a cup of tea in the afternoon. Tea. T-E-A. Good. Now spell the word break. Break. Now this gets confusing because there are different kinds of break, right? You could break an arm, but you might want to take a break from working on the computer. That one is spelled differently than the one I'm talking about. The one I'm talking about is that you need to be careful that you don't break your arm when you're doing gymnastics. How would you spell that break? Notice I don't hear the E sound, but I do hear an A sound. But how would that A sound be spelled in this column? Spell the word break. If you spelled it B-R-E-A-K, you are right on target. Good job. Spell the word red. Red. Now this is a tricky word too, because the word red, the way it's spelled here, could be I read a book yesterday, right? Or I will read a book. They're spelled the same. So I'm not talking about the color, red. Red. I hear eh in there, but we know that the digraph EA will be in the spelling. How would you spell the word red? If you said R-E-A-D, you are absolutely right. And our last one is spread. Spread. I like to spread out my pictures so I can pick the very best ones to use in my collage. Spread. How would you spell spread? If you spelt it S-P-R-E-A-D, you did a great job. Now, boys and girls, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to try to write at least 5 new words that have the vowel digraph EA. And you have to have at least one of them that makes the sound E, the other one that would make the sound A, and then one that makes the sound Eh. And you may put them in the same column. When you're done with that, we'll go on and I'll see you next time. Boys and girls, it's time for our 1-minute Kilpatrick activity. And for today, we're going to be practicing changing a consonant and see how that can change the word altogether. Here's an example. I'm going to say listing. And then you are going to say listing. And then I will say, now say listing, but instead of s, say f. And then hopefully you would say lifting. And then I will say it so you know if you got it right. Lifting. All right, are we ready? Here we go. Say artful. Now say artful, but instead of t, say armful. Say bustle. Now say bustle, but instead of s, say b. Bubble. Correct. Say pasting. Now say pasting, but instead of s, say painting. Good. Say cushy. Now say cushy, but instead of sh, say k. Cookie. Good. Say listing. Now say listing, but instead of s, say f. Lifting. Yes, that was our example. Say roasting. Now say roasting, but instead of st, say p. Roping. Correct. Say hasn't. Now say hasn't, but instead of z, say v. Haven't. Say shuffle. Now say shuffle, but instead of f, say v. Shovel. Say Casper. Now say Casper, but instead of s, say camper. And lastly, say actor. Now say actor, but instead of g, say f, after. Very good. All right, boys and girls, I'll see you another day. Bye-bye. Have a great day.